This is Dave from Dash Off Road. We are in the middle of our Christmas holidays. We've been on the road for 8 days now, and I wanted to give you my hot tips, best 5 tips for staying on the road longer and not being bothered by the need to go back on grid to dump and get water and electricity and internet and all of those sorts of things. Reverse order, this is my top 5 things that you should do when you want to stay off grid for as long as possible. So I'm not saying that you have to have a perpetual motion device to stay off grid forever, although it can be a fun little craft session trying to, this was halfway building a rotisserie that's going to feed off of the river. It didn't get to there in the end. Anyway. Number 5 for us is internet. And I know that sounds silly because like you go away to get away from internet, which we absolutely do, except when we're at a place like this with no phone reception, like we can't work out what we're going to do tomorrow or the next day. So having the Starlink, it's dead easy to set up. It works everywhere where we've been so far, and the speed has been phenomenal. Phenomenal. Can you say that word for me? Like we use it at home sometimes too. My son doesn't like it for his gaming, but for streaming movies, streaming music, for us working out how we can get onto Wikicamps and work out where that next awesome place is going to be. It doesn't mean I have to drive into town, hang around and then come back out again. I can just do it all here conveniently. So I'd absolutely recommend 100% getting a Starlink. The next one relates to this. So, traveling in a convoy, I love the people we're traveling with, but every couple of days we got to find a dump point to empty the toilet. And some of them are families of 6 or more, and they have to go even more regular. So it's often we've got to like change direction, stop, plan our day so we include dump points along the way. And the amount of times where you've got an advertised dump point in New South Wales anyway, at the Ampolls, and they're either locked or you can't get to them. So that's been frustrating because we've gone from, to one Ampoll to the next Ampoll, and to find that we still haven't been able to deal with the dump point stuff. You know where I'm going with this, and it's a composting toilet. We took about a year of researching various videos and things to actually bite the bullet and do it. Did a video on it a few weeks back if you want to see the installation of it in our caravan. But the Nature's Head composting toilet, it's not sponsored or anything, but that's just the one we got, is great. There's no odours. In the van, 0 odours. Occasionally outside the van I can smell more of it's the spray that you use to clean it, but it's not bad at all. We're 8 days in and haven't had to do anything in regard to dumping. You got to do the number 1 section every day, but for number 2s it just, it's doing its thing. It's composting the way it's supposed to. So the fact that we don't have to even think about that, that's a winner right there. Have a look around. We're on the river. I've had to wait to film this next one because, again, it's about water, and I've been waiting for it to rain. And today they've forecast 90% chance of 40 to 80 mil, and it's just started. So what I've done is created a gutter with these little jobbies all the way down the awning, and it's starting now. This goes to a bucket, and it's funny, I actually get just as much water coming off of that part as I do that part, but when it really rains, that's when it's going to happen. Anyway, that hose, we'll follow that around, and you can guess where that's going. Straight into the van, because we are a little bit low on water at the moment, but I knew this rain was coming, so I've been having long showers. That is my next tip to stay off grid for as long as you can. We're at Steve-O's land now, and I hope I don't go AOT, but the sticker's worn off of mine. If you want to get one of these for yourself, that's what it's called, Rain Saver Gutter. Now they come with a like little meshy filter in the bottom as well, and that's what that looks like when you've got all the little connections put in. Exactly 450 millimeters apart, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, I measured it.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
OCD to the max. It looks
I did
good.
not measure it. It's all by eye, mate.
It's like, I could get a tape measure. That'd be 450, 450, 454.
450 by 450. It's just
Oh,
by eye.
well, there'd be an algorithm back to 300 at the end.
How good is it?
Let's consider power, because it's very different for different people. Some people want to run an aircon. Some people are happy just like running some Sirocco fans. Some people want induction cooktops. My first caravan, like, I don't know, more than 10 years ago now, had one battery. It was a lead acid battery, and we used to run some incandescent lighting through it, and that was fine at the time. Now we want to run massive fridges, you name it. So this is going to be different for different people, and there's no right and wrong. Now, in saying that, we've upgraded our batteries and solar recently. So we've got two 240 amp hour iTech World batteries, been, I don't know, a couple of months now. And we've put four 225 watt panels on the roof. So we've got a good amount of solar, a good amount of battery, but it's not like, all right, what I'm trying to say here is, since I've started increasing my battery capacities and everything, and charging capacities, I've ended up consuming more. So now I'm charging my electric boat motor, I'm charging my electric scooter that came along for the trip. We're using the aircon more, all the lights are on all night, stereo, going as well. So if you're able to keep that at bay, you don't need much at all. However, in my opinion, a starting level for a solar and battery system for sort of, a 2024 caravan is going to be about 480 amp hours. I'm pretty sure I'm going to add another 240 amp hour battery soon, because I think I just need that little bit more. And the solar's not bad at all. In conjunction with all the power that's happening, you need an inverter. My choice was the Victron, because it comes with an app as well. After that, and this is what we put in Steve's caravan, we put the Redarc 3000 watt inverter, because it's got a transfer switch and RCDO built into it, whereas I've had to do that automatically. So they're the two extra components you need to do. So RCDO is for protection, and the other one is a transfer switch. So if I've got the aircon running like I do now, and I get 240 volt, I can plug that into the side of the caravan. It will automatically click over and use like mains power, opposed to using my inverter and battery power. That's what the transfer switch does. So you need all of that in the shebang. You're also going to need a solar controller. I went with the Victron 100/50. 100 talks about the voltage that it will take in, and 100 heaps. The next number, 50, is the amp hours, and I see about 40 amp hours regularly when I'm on a really good day charging. So the 50 is fine. I put in 100 because I had one. You need a BC-DC charge too. If your caravan doesn't have one already built into it, like my Jayco All-Terrain doesn't, we put in a Redarc BC-DC 40 as well. And yes, it's got solar input, but I like the app to monitor it separately, so I can look at it whenever I want to on my phone. Number one, and the best mod by far, voted from everyone in our group that's staying with us, is this pump here. Holy moly. It's not much, it's just the same sort of caravan pump that you'd put in your caravan. I bought it from KRS, it was about 250 bucks, I think. Usually it resides in the front tunnel box, and just like I can pump water from my jerry cans or anywhere that's close to me. But for this trip, we took it off, brought it down, brought a spare battery with us too, and now we can pump directly from the river. That has been a game changer, and I swear we could stay here forever. Usually when we travel, the first thing you'd run out of is like having to dump your toilet, maybe power, food, but like generally water you run out in I don't know, one tank gets us 2 days, so 2 tanks 4 days. We've been away for 8 and we would have had to stop for water. But to fill our tanks up here, have showers. When we got this guy, the guys got a little bit excited in the whole concept of having a shower because they hadn't had one for a while, so they had a good scrub. But just, yeah, getting the kids each day through the shower, cleaning off the bikes. You know, when they had salty water on the chains, I could wash all that off with fresh water. Oh, just even cleaning the car. So having water has been a saviour for this campsite. If you can get close to running water, oh, you stay there forever. So there you have it. We've been on the road 15 days now, and you can see the Christmas beard is going nicely. They're my top 5 tips. Bonus info in a second. But if you've got some tips that you would like to share, put them in the comments below on how you stay off-grid for longer. I bet there's going to be some people saying, yeah, day 8 with the compost toilet. Well, we're about day, I don't know, 17 now, something like that. And yes, at the 2-week mark, we did have to change the part of the bottom part of the composting toilet. Sharon and I got all gloved up and like hazmat style to change it all. Opened it all up, and it was just like a coconut core, whatever they call it. It wasn't disgusting at all or smelly or anything. So bagged it, binned it, and move on. Reset. So I prefer to do that once every 2 weeks than every 2 days. If you like what you're seeing, you know what you have to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you next time on YouTube. Yeah.